little bit here. For those watching on YouTube and Facebook, you hear a little bit of music. If you're watching on Instagram, you don't hear music. My name is James Raiz. I am the box office artist, former Marvel artist, professional Marvel artist. I worked on Hulk. What else did I work on? Captain Marvel, Captain Universe I worked on Wonder Woman and Birds of Prey for DC. 25 years in professional art, and we are going this morning to do something special. We are going to get to work, okay? So I won't be talking as much in this stream because the purpose today, like we said yesterday, finish what you start, okay? And my goal today, in the limited amount of time that we have, which means I don't have as much time as I would like, but we are going to attempt to finish what we start today, okay? So we're going to try to finish off this Leopardon drawing, okay? So that's why we have a little bit of music going on the Facebook and YouTube side. On Instagram, you don't have that luxury, but hello everyone on Instagram, and thank you to Art Chaos. Good to see you on Instagram. Hello Jellyfish, Babita, Andrea. Good to see you. I think I saw Cyclunder there earlier. Okay, guys, so I won't be talking as much. I'll talk to you a little bit, but the whole focus today is getting done. With these streams these days, I don't even say it's going to try, but it's more, you know, I love talking to you guys. It's one of my favorite things to do is to talk to you guys. But what's even better is if I'm actually able to finish a piece. So that's what we're going to go ahead and get going on these things. So let's go ahead and start doing that right now. All right. So I got to turn up the music a little bit. If there's something I want to say, I will. Okay. But for the most part, I won't say that this will be a silent stream because I'm going to talk here and there. But the whole point is let's get to work. Okay. So I might even let you guys on Instagram. I'm gonna turn on the music here. Just give me a second. All right. Let me put the music down here just so you can hear a little bit on Instagram here. Let's see here. Maybe that. Little bit of music. Hello everybody. Soothing. Might fall asleep with this music here. But the whole point is you could turn this off. Do it and do yourself. Okay. Now. A little lo-fi music doesn't hurt anybody. Okay, so for all of you guys, feel free to put on your own music, and like I always say, I always want you guys to work while I'm working. That's the whole point to this. We get to work together, okay? So let's do that. Okay, I get some music down, just tiny bit. It's tiny bit too loud for me. I can turn it up on this side. World of Art's been a subscriber for 9 years. Welcome, my friend. Good to see you. Oops, the music down. I wanted to pin the volume down. A little loud on my end. I just want a little bit on your end. There we go. Okay, so I want you to know right now, guys, my carpal tunnel, which I can feel, it's definitely starting. I don't know if that's an age thing or not, but there we go. So this could be one of those work study videos. Have you seen those videos, guys? Where people just go on and then they're just studying, right? Those are very popular, those videos. So greetings, Jacob from Germany. Hello, my friend. 4 a.m. Can't stick around, Slim Diddy. It is 5 a.m. for me. So today, I have a busy day today. Sundays are always busy for me. We get church as usual. And then I have a wedding that I'm going to do today. Congratulations to my friends Alyssa and Patrick for getting married today. So we're going to their wedding. I'm gonna have a good time. Oh, I can already feel my fingers. This is a problem, guys. I gotta go to the doctor. Let's go to the doctor. You know what I gotta do? You know what I gotta do? I'm gonna time. Prime, hello Prime, how you doing? You know what I gotta do today, guys? I gotta time each segment here. Okay, because right now I probably only have about. I have to do something around to 7:30, if not a little bit earlier. So I'm gonna time each part here. So this chest area here, because it's so essential, I'm gonna give myself about 30 minutes. Okay, so I'm gonna add that. Let's go for 30 minutes, okay? And we'll give that a shot, okay? So I'm gonna put that away here. If you're on Instagram, you can actually see the timer. So we're going for 30 minutes here. Watching on Instagram. Hello, everybody watching on all the different parts here. I'm doing good, Kendar. Good to hear. Good to see you guys. Welcome this Sunday morning. So I don't know where you guys are watching in the world. But it's Sunday morning for me. It is 5:14 a.m. By all means, please always tell me where you guys are from. I always love to hear where you guys are from. Oh, my hand is burning already. It's burning. We work through the pain. That's what we do. No excuses here. No pain, no gain. I have to stop on occasion because my hand's like really burning. So, hello, Trentus. How you doing? Good to see you. Doing well, Kendar, except for my hand. My hand hurts. So when I'm doing something like this, I always go back and forth, you know, what I feel like doing, because there's so much to it that, you know, if you want to go in and just, you know, just do what I want to do, you know. guys, I kind of want to change the music. It's too laid back for me. It's too laid back for me. So I gotta change the music, guys. Okay. I want something epic. I feel epic. What do you guys think? Let's change this music. See, I'm gonna change the music. Okay, I'm gonna change the music because I want to feel a little bit more epic here. I want some energy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Let's do. I want to feel like, yes, yes, yes. You know. New stream, Echo. New stream. Here we go. Epic. How about this? Let's try this. Let's try this. Let's see if I like this. You're 23 minutes, by the way. A little hot, guys. I don't know why. A little bit hot this morning. I'm taking breaks on occasion because my hand is just. It's just a little hurting. Hi, SK Deb. Hello. Morning. We're going to try to finish it all today. Yep. We'll give it a try. Give it a try. If my fingers can hold up right now, they're burning like heck. Like, it's really bad. Like these two fingers here. Can I draw like this? I can do it. I'm going to try to go a little lighter with my grip. Hopefully that helps it a little bit. Thank you guys for joining in on this early Sunday morning stream. My name is James Raiz. I am the box office artist with the burning hand. Carpal tunnel. Carpal tunnel. Ouch. Not today, Jen. Not today. He wants me to draw Caesar from Planet of the Apes. Finish what you start. That's probably my new motto. Finish what you start, guys, and that's the whole point to this. It's my new motto. So it's because it's not about perfect, okay, guys? You could work for 50 hours on something and it won't be perfect, okay? So the whole point to this, one thing I want you to take away from what I'm doing now, is that, you know, it's not going to be perfect. But the whole point is to finish what you start. I got 16 minutes. I gave myself half an hour to try to finish off this top part here. So I think around the 10-minute mark, I'm going to go and shift gears and try to get everything else a little bit more done. Mabuhay to all my Filipino fans. I appreciate it, my friends. I'm hoping to go to the Philippines sooner than later. We'll see, guys. If I do and I'm able to make an appearance, I will let you know, okay? Yes, my hands. My hands, my hands. This way, you wish the carpal tunnel was in the hand I don't use, right? Thank you, Bertie, from on Facebook. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, my friend. Hello, Mario. Good to see you, buddy. Thank you, Mario. Thank you. Oh, is it our Mr. Ziki? Hello, my friend. Hello. Let's see. Okay, guys. So we're good. We're just gonna go start detailing up some of this under parts here. Okay. How difficult is it using the micron pen? Not, you get used to it. You get used to it. It's not too bad. I've been using fine liners for a long time. A lot of the times with these different, a lot of the times with these materials, it's all about experience. So the longer you use something, of course, the easier you find ways to make it work better for you, right? So, and again, my guys, my apologies for not being as talkative this morning. My goal is a little bit different today. Well, it should be every day. Like I said, today it's more about trying to finish this piece. Okay, so that's why I'm not talking as much. Usually, I like to engage with you guys a bit more than I am right now, but I do have a specific goal in mind today. It's I want to finish this piece this morning, so, and it's gonna take a lot. As you see, we have a lot of work to do. This is just the upper half. We got the bottom half still to worry about. So. Just pulling up some reference here. When I pull up reference, it's usually for my own work. So, I gotta pull up some, let's see here. What do I got? None of these. We got 1 minute. So it's like the 30 minutes. It was just a guide to see. And to be honest, I actually just wanted 30 minutes just to do this front part here, which I finished. So I was hoping best case scenario I'll be able to finish this whole chest area by then, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. I'll let the timer run out though. Put the timer away here. So the timer was just a guide, guys. It just helps me understand. Like right now it's 5:43 right now. Because you could really get lost in details. You really can. You could sit here all day and just get details done, you know? But one good thing about, you know, having a piece for 2 days is that you have time to actually go back and take a look. Like, I saw problems with the work when I came back to it. Like, there's some issues with the midsection of it. And that's what I noticed. Is like, oh, let's see if I could be able to fix that later. This song sounds wet. I guess this is a new Gundam series for Netflix, so I'd be actually happy to do a Gundam drawing again. Gundam. It's interesting. Gundam drawings, they don't do that well in terms of a YouTube sense. That's what I notice. It's a very specific audience. Like Gundam channels work for that particular audience, but to do just like a straight up Gundam drawing doesn't. I just call it move the needle in that sense. However, it is one of the more popular prints that I have at conventions. People love the Gundam drawings that I do. So. It's a little daunting, this one. Just pull up my Leopardian reference here. Are you willing to do a mashup character? No. Not as much anymore, and I'll tell you why. Mashups, well, mashups really grew this channel. I'm not going to lie. Mashups was one of the biggest reasons my channel grew the way it did. However, in these days, mashups don't do as well. They just don't. And that is really, I mean, personally, and I could be wrong, but I really believe that's one of the things that AI has, I won't say taken away, but made it less interesting because anyone can do it now, right? It's not just me. Anybody can do a mashup now. You just need to go into the AI program, and they, usually the AI produces artwork that's way better than I could do. Because, like, for example, guys like Boss Logic, who one of my social media inspirations, Boss Logic for sure. He's right up there. I always thought to myself, if AI came out before Boss Logic hits, would he have even hit? Because he was the guy. He was the guy that started the this person's cast. Okay, I'm going to draw them, or I'm going to Photoshop them as that character. He was the first guy to do that, or the guy that became most quote unquote famous for doing that. To the point where celebrities were going up to him, hey, can you make me as this character? Can you make me as this character? He was the first person to make Rosario Dawson as Ahsoka, right? Well, I don't know if he was the first person or not, but he was definitely the most famous for creating that image. Now anyone can do that. Anybody can do that now. You don't even have to be an artist to be able to do that. Anybody could go into, figure out, well, I won't say anybody, because it does take a little bit of skill to figure out how to use Midjourney. But to say, mash up Deadpool with Thor, for example, anyone could do it. And probably they could make it like 10 times better than what I could draw, or the mashup I would come up with. So it's unfortunate, but yeah, the mashup of old, they don't work anymore. Or that I don't think it does anyway, because I'll be honest, I only have done a few since. So I don't know. Maybe it'll still work. So, Mario went. I inspired Mario to fast. There you go, Mario. I think I gained back all my fast weight already. So, but it's all my fault. I ate like junk. My diet was horrible the past few days. It's my own fault. I should have really still honed in on the diet afterwards. I won't say that the fast was a waste, but I definitely didn't optimize it, or I should have afterwards. But congratulations, bud. It's a mental toughness, Mental toughness. Even 24 hours is tough. Yeah. Boss Logic was the guy. Still is, yeah, for sure. Because people already considered what he was doing. Because there were a lot of people that were like, hey, like you're taking pieces of images that from concept artists and stuff like that when he's creating his artwork, right? Because, you take pictures and kind of, it's a harsh term. I even tell my students I hate this term, but photo bashing. I really hate that term. I don't like it. Coming from a visual effects artist, I don't like that term, photo bashing. I call it photo uniting. I like that. Isn't that nicer? Photo uniting. But photo bashing, where did you get those images from, right? So I know a lot of creators that were actually upset with him. That will remain anonymous, but they were upset with him because, he was practically taking their images and then just manipulating them, right? But that's what you do when you do those type of things, right? These days, the laws between, they're very blurred. What's considered stealing, what's considered okay, what's considered borrowing in this day of Google, It's all different now. So, no, Mario, 24-hour fast is not easy. So, and I would always suggest, I would never tell anyone to do a 7-hour fast if you never fasted before. Never, right? So that's the way to start. They say start with a 7-day, then start with a 3-day, and then go to the 7. Don't be like me, who went straight to 7. But at the same time, I really felt the benefits of it. I really felt great afterwards. And to be honest, I would be fasting still today if I didn't have that party on Wednesday. I really wanted to see how long I could have gone. But here I am. I like this music. It's nice. But that's why I'm real with all of you. That's why I'm real with all of you when it comes to your artwork, okay? Because you got to be prepared. We can't just stick our head in the sand and say that this stuff isn't coming. It really is, right? As much as we try to put the laws in place and all that stuff, it's coming. Because despite how the artist feels, the urge to make money is a stronger feeling. And there are way more non-artists than there are artists out there, right? Non-artists that they came up with a technology that made it cheaper and faster for them to earn money. And they're going to fight for that. They're going to fight for that. Just like, well, as the artists, we're still going to fight. We're going to fight for our rights. We're going to fight that our artwork isn't stolen. Absolutely. However, these businesses, these corporations, at the end of the day, they care about the bottom line. Whether it helps the artist or not, they don't really care. It's all about making the money. So point where you're like, what can you do? What happens if you mess up? Fix it, my friend. Mess up, you fix it. See, I'm just making up stuff at this point, This part where just kind of turned the brain off. keep forgetting. You know, this is my thing. If you do it to one side, you got to do it to the other side. Right? Seems like Gundam, yeah. It's very Gundamish. Like it is, you know, it is Japanese, right? It is Japanese. So and this is the one thing about having so much. We call this in the industry GAC. All of this, you know, these little lines here and stuff. One good thing about that is, even though it doesn't match completely on the other side, there's so much of it that you're trying to confuse the eye so that nobody will question it, you know? Oops. There's a mistake right there. Am I going to color it? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. But not today. That I won't do today. So it's at the point, guys, where there are fancier things I could do with this thing. Because of my time limit, though, I'm definitely not going to do that. Well, I won't go fancy. And when I say fancy, like this fancy tech stuff I could be doing, there's always ways to make it a little bit more fancier in terms of the detail. But I think, you know, again, with the purpose of trying to finish this on time, I'm going to forego those little tricks I would have done. just tried to do it like this. Hello, Jesus. Good to see you, my friend. Hello, you friends. How you doing? Hello, Smiley. What you do if a wobbly, if a line's too wobbly or bad? I fix it. That's what I do. I got my tricks. I got my tricks for sure. Like I'm spending most time here because that's where your eye is, right? So I'm just trying to detail this up as much as I can. It's like a strategy. See, there's a line I didn't want. This one here. That's the line I didn't want there. But pretty much, my friend. So do you fool people by detailing part which is eye-catching? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's what you do. Where does your eye go? So you don't have to detail every single bit of the drawing. Just enough, you know? Because it would have the exact same impact as if you were to detail every single section. Okay? Not that it's not impressive, not that it's not, it's one of those things where it's like, where's Waldo? Where's always something new to find every time you look at it, which is fantastic also, right? But sometimes it's just not necessary. You don't have to draw every brick, you know? Which is important when you are on a deadline. When you're on a deadline, you find little shortcuts that you could take. That's why I think a lot of these comic artists these days, a lot of them do work digital because it's it has the potential for being faster. You notice I say potential. But the potential's there because it's very easy to clone and multiply and mirror and do like little tricks to make the job go faster. Because you won't believe how many pages I have where it's just blank panels and I just say copy panel 5 or whatever it was, you know? Which is fine when you're on a deadline. It's no good when you're trying to sell the artwork. You can't. It's hard. Most people want pages that are finished, right? So, or the art collectors anyway that buy original art pages, they want finished pages. They don't want stat pages. So that's cheating. Well, I guess it's not cheating if it's your own artwork. You know what I mean? You know, if you actually did it. Let's work on. It's one of those things where I'll go back and add more. There's time. So I'm just gonna waste this just a little bit more. I'm gonna go and start adding detail to the rest of it. I will go back. You know, I say I won't. I will go back and add more detail because I feel it needs more. But at the same time, a lot of the other parts need some love right now, so I gotta go in. So can I tell an interesting story about when I worked for Marvel or DC? I will. Today I probably won't because I'm trying to focus on getting this done. Because if I have to sit and think, sometimes I stop drawing. If I'm trying to sit back and remember the details, so that's why I won't. But I usually do. I tell a lot of stories from my past art days there. Subhankar, yeah. I do that a lot on my other streams, but because this is the stream where I'm trying to get everything done a little bit faster than usual. I'll go into those stories another time, my friend. Okay, my apologies. Now the only difference is I did want to make one small change to the design in terms of like the overall design, and that is the eyes here. I want to give him more like a Spider-Man-ish eyes. Look at the reference for his head. Let's see here. See, this is another thing that's actually not in the design. I'm just kind of adding it just because. Let's see here. Echo says the Spider-Man eyes are inspired choice. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. It makes sense to me, right? You should kind of look like him a little bit. See, even though the webbing's going the wrong way, I wanted something that kind of implied webbing a little bit on the face there. So. Okay, so what time is it now? It is 6:24. I have a hard out in an hour from now, but I might come back for another hour or so. So it's right now it's one of those things where I'm going to try to make these bigger areas here as cool as possible. But sometimes, you know, it's all a matter of like just extra lines. Reminds you of the Galactus drawing. Yeah, it's very, very similar for sure. I made the commitment. I was wondering whether I should shade the bottom part of this. And I decided, mainly because of time. I decided to shade the bottom. And it could be the right move, could be the wrong move. It doesn't matter at this point because I made the move. It's more like I can't cry about it if it doesn't work out. But again, it's just to one, save time. It's fine. Is the deadline very close? Like again, I got an hour before I have to actually do something. Roughly about an hour. And like I said, my goal today is to finish this today. So you take shortcuts. You do what you got to do, you know? So I'm just making up stuff here, you know? So with that, this would probably be more dark here. Okay, same with this side here. This would probably be more dark here. Like, it would be dark here under anyway because of the lighting, right? Now, the only thing that begs into question, am I still going to put that city at the bottom? Like, if you guys remember yesterday, I was talking about how in order to maintain scale, am I going to add that city that I wanted to draw at the bottom? We'll see. We'll see. Now again, I could go way more in depth here, easily. Let me detail this up a little bit more. This definitely needs more. These shoulder pads here. Shoulder pads here. Just detail these up just a bit. Shoulder pads. Hello. Jay just got up. Good morning, my friend. Good morning. I could just do like a simple, I don't know if you call it simple or not, just some simple lines to imply detail. Like what I like to do is leave these little indentation type things, but at the same time keeping with the perspective. The one disadvantage I am having is because I'm drawing on an angle. Like, this is a flat table, and when you do a flat table, sometimes your perspective gets skewed a little bit. Hello. I'm just making up stuff at this point, guys. I'm just messing around. As you can see here, guys, I'm just adding stuff to add stuff. You know? The worst part is you can't get food because you behave like a parent, so being starving. Well, good thing my parents don't live with me then. If that's the case. I can get food anytime I want, my friend. Anytime I want. As you can see here, guys, I'm just adding stuff just for the sake of adding stuff, right? Music's a bit loud on my end. I can turn the music down a little bit, okay? Thank you, Jason. I appreciate it. I gotta remember to do whatever I do to one side, I gotta do the other. Something like that. Open this up. Okay, that's only half, guys. It's only half. It's only half. Okay, so one thing I did notice yesterday. You see this little plate here? It's too over to the side. It looks like it's part of his hip. When you step back and look at this drawing, it's a little bit too over. Too over. So I don't know how to fix that, to be honest. I might try something in the black where I'm trying to ease it, because this should be the center. So I'm going to try little tricks here to try to get this to look right. So that's what happens when you're not like stepping back and taking a quick look, because that's what I noticed yesterday. I actually noticed it when I posted this to Instagram. Like something's off. I was like, it's a little bit better. A little bit better. So that's what happens when things can go awry. So the app section, this is not 100% what I wanted to do, but because of my mistake, I have no choice, really. Because I gotta make sure it all goes to the right direction here. Now the good thing about this part is you don't see this on the other side, so I could actually do as much as I want to this, and it's okay. Adam says, if I ever thought about going to Heroes Con in North Carolina, I'd love to go to Heroes Con, for sure. So again, this year my American appearances will be limited, but I am looking into next year to do more events in the U.S. So I am looking forward to that for sure. So. Uh, MegaCon in Orlando. That's definitely on the list. I'd love to do MegaCon. I love to be honest. I'd love to do all cons for sure. I applied for New York City Comic Con this year, but last year I got rejected. Uh, and then this year I tried something new. I tried to apply as an influencer, as opposed to a as a comic book artist. Now the problem with applying as an influencer, the problem with applying as an influencer is that you don't get a table. I don't think you're supposed to go there and make content. That's what they want you to do. But I applied anyway. I wanted to see. Haven't gotten a rejection letter just yet, but you never know. Just give me 1 second here, guys. Just make a quick text message. Okay. So Jay went to MegaCon last year and got to meet the voice of Optimus Prime. So that's Peter Cullen, I assume, that you met. Peter's the best, man. He's a good guy. Okay, So what am I gonna do now? I'm gonna take a step back here. I'm gonna take a look at the drawing. Let's see how I like it. All right. It's better, but Leopardon looks like a model now. You know, he's like, like woo, woo. Quote of the day, and every day is finish what you start. Okay, that's gonna be my main motto for the channel going forward. Finish what you start. Okay, you're gonna start something, guys. You better have a real good reason not to get it done. Okay, so you do what you can to get it done. Okay. Because once again, I find so much value in finishing a piece of art, even if it's not perfect. Even if it's not perfect, there's so much value in finishing art that will be my motto for the day. Okay, and for every day, finish what you start, guys. All right. Now, let's work on this arm here. I'm gonna bring out the pencil here, just because. Because I could do this two ways. I could just do the giant fist, or I could draw buildings. So let me just take a step back here and let me figure out what I want to do, guys. Okay, just a second. First of all, I think the fist is too big. It's too big. So, fist is too big. Fist is too big. So sometimes you gotta take a breath, step back, and say to yourself, okay, what can we do here? Because again, I'm drawing this on an angle, dudes. Drawing this on an angle. So I think the fist is more like this, or more like this. Or I could do the thing where I could just have him behind buildings altogether. Part of me kind of wants to do that, though. The wise rays, that's what it. Would I consider being on a podcast? Well, a lot of I've been offered to do a lot of podcasts, and usually, I've been trying. I haven't been accepting a lot, but I might more this year. I met One, of course, is Brett Blevins, who is here, who comes by often here. I love what he does on his channel. Um, so I might do that one. So he probably has first dibs because he's been asking me for a long time to do podcasts. But also, I met a wonderful guy on the weekend at on the weekend at Gotham Central, and they have a Wizard. For you guys who don't know Wizard Magazine, they have a podcast talking about Wizard Magazine, and I grew up on Wizard Magazine. For those of you guys who don't know, Wizard Magazine, that was our internet back in the day. Like literally, that was our internet. If you wanted to know what was going on, you want to know the books that were coming out, you want to know what artists were working, what their new projects were. Wizard. It was Wizard. It was Wizard, then everything else, right? That was it. Wizard Magazine. So what they do in their podcast is they go through back issues of Wizard Magazine, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's right up my alley. I love Wizard Magazine. Part of me wants to draw the city, guys. Part of me wants to draw the city. I think I want to do the city, guys. I want to do it. Hi, girly. How you doing, my friend? Yeah, I think. Okay, let me pull this back for those of you on the other platforms here. They could see this on Instagram pretty well, but I want to make sure that you guys could see it. Okay, those of you guys on. I'm totally thinking of doing the city. Now, if I don't do the city, because you know one thing I love about the city is it gives it scale. Definitely a lot more work, but it definitely gives the entire piece a lot more scale. Definitely harder to color. Definitely hard to color, but a lot more scale to it. So, okay, guys, I'm just gonna take a 2 minute break. Let me just go to the bathroom quickly. Okay, I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back while I consider this. Okay, I'm back. I'm back, my friends. I'm back. Now, The question is, how big is this thing? How big is this thing? You know, it's like it's just trying to figure it out. You know. Okay, so let me just pull up some building references here, guys. Okay, just pull up some building references. Okay, so if I did something like, because I don't want to do like too obscure, you know. Do like the regular. Just trying to figure out how this city is gonna go. You know, it's funny when I'm thinking what's easier to draw. Is it the city or the mech? I don't know. I don't know. Hello, Night Razor. How you doing, my friend? He wants a mashup between Joker and Green Goblin. Oh, that sounds like a good time. Or I could do just like. See, I'm just making decisions, guys. Because I don't know. I don't know. And hello, everyone who's joining in on Instagram. Weatherall Lawrence says I'm cool. Thank you, my friend. Wishing you a poppy. Thank you guys so much for joining in. So I'm trying to think. Guys. Here's the deal, because this one's here. If I made it this big, he's gonna be so huge, right? I don't want him to be that huge. And that's what I'm going back and forth with in my head. But I will have to make a decision here, you know. Part of me's thinking just do it like that. So I'm not gonna make the buildings too big. Because that means, you know, like if the buildings is like this, that means Spider-Man on this guy, he's gonna be like this big. He's like that, literally that big on him. But then again, who cares? It's my drawing. I can make him as big as I want, right? Right, guys? Who cares? Maybe something like this, like that. And then maybe I'll do another one here, another thing like that. Okay, yeah, we'll do something like that. Okay, let's go back to my. Hold on. Just looking at reference here, guys, for the background. looking at cities and stuff. Because again, like because I'm so adept at drawing cities, like it is second nature to me, so it shouldn't take as long. Definitely shouldn't take as long. Okay, let me just finish the bottom part of him. You know, the buildings, the buildings help a lot actually, because at least with buildings, I know what they look like. It's kind of easier. So I think let's do that. Let's do buildings. You guys ready for some technical drawing, my friends? Hey, Henry, good to see you, my friend. Good to see you, my friend Henry. Henry, longtime viewer of the channel. Good to see you, brother. Oh, do I add smoke? That's the question. Should I add smoke? Yeah, the funny thing about smoke, it just kind of helps cover stuff, you know. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do, guys. You got to do what you got to do to make it work. All right. Okay, let's go. Let's do it. I committed, guys. I committed. I committed to turn this into a scene. Like it was a scene already, but so this is either going to work or this going to completely backfire on me. Either or, we're going to find out in a minute. Now I have I have done, you know, when I was working on the Infinity War mural, there were points where I had to change what I drew. There were points I had to, mainly because there were some uh, costume implications that I had to fix. So there was a point where I just couldn't fix it on the board anymore. So I ended up cutting it out. So I drew it on another piece of Bristol board, and then drew it on the piece of Bristol board, and then pasted it on. So I have done that extreme. So am I drawing a city background? I am. I am. So I have done that extreme of a mistake before, but it's very rare. It's very rare, which is why you know, why I'm more confident than most when it comes to stuff like this. So go here. Let's see here. What's my favorite type of city to draw? I would say sci-fi. Like sci-fi, there's so many possibilities. Though I would say that drawing a regular city is easier because you know what to draw. You know, it's like you know what looks. Well, I wouldn't even say that it's easier because now I'm thinking about it. The good thing about the sci-fi city is that you can make things up and people will accept it as much as long as it feels like a city. Whereas if you were to do like a New York City or whatever, you know, there are elements that if they aren't there, then it won't feel like a city. You know what I mean? And he said use some whiteout for some smoke effects, possibly. We'll see. We'll see, Henry. But you know, also, you know, it's better if you use. Well, Jim Lee uses those squeeze pens, right? Jim Lee uses those squeeze pens when he does stuff like that. I don't have any of those on me right now. I almost bought one too, but I have more the Uniball white pens. gonna take the eraser just to, so I could see what's missing here. You know what I also like about doing this part here is that it helps kind of frame everything. Now the question is, should I do one of these like smokestacks? Because again, they're not hard to draw. They're very simple, and just kind of helps fill up the page, you know. Maybe I'll add one. Maybe I'll just add one. We could you know, play with the the size of the brick here. Some big, some small, alternating, just enough to kind of imply a brick there. Okay. Does the mic bother me when drawing? Not really. Are Japanese buildings different than? You know, that's a good point. That's a good point, Mario. These should be Japanese buildings. You're absolutely right. You are absolutely right there, Mario. Good point. You know what? Let me just take a quick look here. That is a wonderful. Hello, Kurt. How you doing, my friend? Siege City. Put rooftop. That's right. Wouldn't be as bricky, right? Be a lot more signs for sure. Definitely a lot more signs. that's a fantastic point there. Okay. Yeah, it's more siding, right? Well, there are some brick. There are some brick here, but it's more exciting type. Okay, so I'll make more like okay, okay. All right. Okay, I know how to do this now. I know how to do this. Thanks to my buddy Mario. Thank you, Mario. go. You guys want music? I'll put some music on. Just give me a minute. Okay. There you go. Hey, Walter. Good to see you, my brother. Good to see you. Doing well, my friend. Doing well. Great to have you here, my friend. Okay, so let me put together some music here. We'll put some music here, guys. Sci-fi. How about sci-fi trailers? You got any sci-fi trailers? Let's try sci-fi trailers. Thank you, George. Thank you, my friend. Good to see you. George is watching on X. Welcome, my friend. Welcome. Because I don't want the what's it called? I don't want. What I don't want is for it to feel too big, the mech, because technically Spider-Man is supposed to pilot this thing. Hey, just give me a second, my guys. Okay, okay. I have to turn off my mic for a second. I'll be right back. Hey, baby. Are you turning at 8? Oh, okay. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. Okay. Okay. Love you. Bye. I'm on my way. Okay, bye. Okay, guys. I have to get going. Okay. Thank you guys for watching the stream. Sorry for the abrupt end, but I'll be right back. I'll be back to finish this off. Okay, guys. Have a wonderful